Wait, why did he scan? Like, what?
You'd believe if this was Masters.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like Maru, basically. A little more in-depth than that, but yeah.
Welcome back to Rank Roulette, the game show where we watch your sent-in replays, try to guess their ranks, and fail miserably. Today, in the second episode, we have the Dutch Terran known for playing crazy challenges on the ladder while simultaneously speaking 500 words per minute. Quadruple Dutch national champion, uThermal.
That's a nice introduction, thank you. Hello, everyone.
And on the other side, the man that gets outclassed once more as he has only 3 Dutch national championships, it's Harstem.
Very normal opener.
Yeah. I mean, he's making a tech lab.
Not quite sure what's up with the bunker positioning, though. He's already trying to defend his third base as well if he potentially gets it. Look how far that SCV has to walk.
I mean, it's kind of nice as well, actually.
Why?
Yeah. I don't know. It gives you a little bit of map vision, you know?
A little bit, yeah. I do like that. People don't consider that enough, is that the bunker also provides a lot of map vision.
Yeah. You should have built it on the ramp over there. Yeah. Oh no, if only the bunker was closer. That's so fortunate.
Yeah, but you could just get a second bunker in the mineral lines, double the map vision and double the protection.
Yeah, should have just made a wall, actually.
You were one of the only people that always walled in TVP, I recall.
Yeah, it's so good. I mean, you would just win against DTs for free, basically, you know?
Yeah, that's
But people never thought of it. Yeah.
Wouldn't have minded some kiting a bit further towards like the top side of the gases to stop the, the too much surface area on the Zealot. I feel like this was a losing fight anyway, so maybe just running away would have been best. Or just doing this.
It's also not bad micro, though. Okay, the 3 adept shade by. That's a mark move.
This is... The response is a bit slow. These guys have +1 as well, which is quite nice. No glaives. This is very old school. This is how I played in 2016. I already was losing with this back then. I was way ahead of my time.
Okay.
Storms? No ghost at all. Yeah. But the storms are being used, and technically there are some splits. Well, okay, half of the army wasn't in the storm. Let's put it like this.
I was just gonna compliment the micro, and then he just stood in the storm there. That I didn't. I still think it's not bad though.
What do you mean? He pressed him 3 more times and he won the fight. I don't think it has anything to do with the micro.
No, but I mean, he ran away from the first storm like perfectly in time. And even the kite thing earlier, I felt like it was pretty decent.
It isn't so bad. It isn't so bad. All right. No ghost though whatsoever. Not a single time. This is a very tough one because it felt like some things were okay. Compositionally, it also made some type of sense. And keeping in mind that we're in North America, should definitely, we should put some weight on that as well.
Yeah. Grandmaster it is. I don't know. I felt like it was pretty decent. Yeah, you know what I want to say? I feel like the Terran kind of played like me a little bit, Like just kind of like YOLOing him with bio instead of making Ghost. This is me post-retirement.
Well, I do recall you sometimes splitting away from the storms, though. I can't ever recall hitting storms as big in your face as these. Back in the day when we played a lot.
Yeah.
I don't quite think so. All right. I think I'm gonna send in my guess. I have a decent clue.
Okay. I asked this question last time too, I think, but I need to know is bronze 1 or bronze 3 the highest?
Bronze 1 is the highest.
Bronze 1 is the highest. Like which division is higher, 1 or 3? Like which
one is higher.
One is higher. Okay. Oh man, I'm very scared because the last time I had like the freaking guess where I guessed what was it? A silver league player as a diamond or something like that.
The nice thing about Rank Roulette is that a couple of times a season there are absolutely terrible guesses, so yours get forgotten very quickly. The one that I always remember is I think it was Winter saying silver 2 on something and ended up like either masters or diamonds. Like it was a particularly bad guess though. I remember that being proper crap. All right. Yeah. My guess for this time is going to be Masters 3.
Ooh. I guess Diamond 1.
Yeah, I think it's fair. It really feels like that type of level.
Yeah.
I even
North
want to go a bit
America,
higher.
forgot.
I initially wrote Masters 2, and then I removed the 2 and wrote the 3 instead. I was like,
Yeah. But my first guess is just not too bad.
Oh.
Diamond 3. Ooh. Okay.
It's one of those things that I don't really get. Like, I look at this and I think to myself, if you're capable of building Marines, Marauders, and Mines, and Medevacs, and hitting the stim button, like, it feels like you should be capable of doing it, you know? I feel like you should be capable of getting out a diamond.
Yeah. Well, I done a lot of coaching, and I always feel like some players, they're just like super good at some part of StarCraft, and then they really suck at something else, you know?
Yeah.
Like, for example, like the start with the bunker positioning, maybe his early game is really crap, and he just dies in 4 minutes every game, you know? And his macro game is a little better, like, I don't know.
I did forget about the bunker a little bit. It was out of my mind. I just focused more on the fact that they have many Marauders in the army. I was like, Marauders are good. I like those. Yeah. All right, next round.
If you also want to be featured in one of these videos, just send in a replay with a link in the pinned comment.
Reverse positions this time. A pylon that is a bit far forward, but not too far. You know, just a good amount. Yeah. I like this. Cancels the shade as well. High tier move, honestly.
Okay. Getting Harstem vibes from this.
Honestly, I am too.
Okay.
You mean as a Reaper player? You know, I'm a pretty decent Terran nowadays as well. Don't forget.
Okay. Or what's your MMR?
I'm almost 5900 right now.
Oh, that's pretty good actually. Yeah, nice.
Yeah. I told you I'm not bad. Not bad. This is nice. Oh, this is a good timing as well. Look at this. What is that? 12 stalkers? 527.
Ooh. Okay. He is making an engineering bay, and he's making a banshee, which is weird in general. Oh, this
I'm not entirely sure about the stalker micro there though. He picked up the same 3 stalkers again and again, and then didn't even move them back.
Ouch! Stop it. Okay.
Yes. It's the Marine.
Wait, what the hell is that Marine doing there? Oh my god. It's literally doing nothing because the Banshee 2-shots him anyway. It's very cool.
It's moral support with the Marine there. You got ground support. This is a ridiculous game. I love that he keeps trying to take the low ground as well, despite being up like 20 workers. The other guy's one base eco. He's like,
I watched this like, please stop, you know, because it should be like such an easy win for the Terran there, but he was just okay. At least he gets the pylon.
Yeah, but that's all he's gonna get if the super battery remains active. Unless not a star. You know what's sick though is how tight the build order was here. Like, and then how poor the micro really felt. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Well, it is I feel like 4K Blink is a big panic situation though. Like, I feel like everyone's gonna play a little worse from playing with or against 4K Blink now, because it's like every small move is super important. Like, I feel like it's harder than the fight we saw in the last game, right? Where you're just running away from like zealots.
Oh yeah, this felt like way higher level. I mean, if you can execute a build like this is someone that played this against the AI again and again and again. And this was one of those games as well. If Terran opens up with Banshees, right, there's no serious pressure before you hit with your push, because the Banshee comes in, well, pretty much as you're moving out or as you're already across the map. So your early game is just going to be as tight as you've practiced it, unless you accidentally wet the bed. But that shouldn't be the case. I felt like this was really high level, but then the blink in, not insta shooting the tank, and the pickups were so low tier that I'm not sure what it was.
Well, I really think it's harder than, well, I mean, harder than you think. I mean, you're mostly a Protoss player, but like it's really not that easy. I feel like when you're going up against, like, he wants to kill the bunker ASAP, so he doesn't really want to run away with all the stalkers, right?
Yeah, okay, but he was picking up a stalker and then dropping it in the exact same location. He tanked like 3 tank shots as well. Like, so when I saw the execution of the build, I was like, okay, this guy's like this GM. You know, he walks in, snipes the tank, wins the game. For the next 35 seconds, we're just watching the Terran fly away his buildings in flame or something like that. I mean, like, that micro completely threw me off. It didn't match the macro whatsoever.
Yeah, this is a really hard one for me, actually. I'm trying to think what I'm even going to guess because I have no idea. The timing was a little late, though. Isn't it supposed to hit at like 5 minutes?
Yeah, but you get the text, you know. There's always something happening. The Reaper went in, killed a probe, and you're 15 seconds late all of a sudden. We've all been there.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, okay.
All right, I'm gonna send in my guess. I think I have it. Yeah, you get the review first this time.
Yeah, I guessed Masters 3.
Really? Yeah, I went for Masters 1.
Yeah, I thought you would guess higher. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't entirely convinced. I found it a really hard one, to be honest.
Yeah, it is just hard. Let's just spin the wheel, see where we're at.
Oh, I just hope this is not one of my pro friends.
Oh,
woo! Let's go.
Very nice
Very
for you.
nice.
Not as nice for me. I think I once said that Goblin was a Diamond 1 player.
Oh, dude, no, I was actually the one who told them to send that replay in because I watched the game and it was such a dumb game. It was Golden against Gerald too. I think. Yeah. And they play. It was just a horrible game with like 2 bays with like massive mortar or something. You know, like something really stupid.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
Okay, it actually surprised me. It felt like I really thought with that level of build order, but I should have maybe put more effort into thinking about the micro. It is what it is.
First person ZVT. All right.
This looks like a high tier play.
Yeah, this looks like me.
This was a gas
two gases. Well, I'm mostly just wondering why there's 2 gases here on the Zerg side of things.
Why does he have 5 drones in one of them and none in the other? There's so many questions. We have, ooh, that's not just 5.
Okay. Yeah, this doesn't look like me anymore. I think wait, why did he scan? Like, what?
Okay, mate, if you've died against burrowed infestors as many times as this guy has, you'd be scanning there too.
This looks like the biggest disaster I've ever seen, actually. Like, huh. Okay. This is like 2 matches
he's getting at the same
base.
time. He has 3 armories, and he's also researching rapid thrusters and the building armor. And this guy he's wild.
This guy's a macro machine.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay. I mean, this Zerg is just having an absolute nightmare here. This looks like an uninstall kind of game. He's never coming back.
And then he drove in my main with 20 aliens and insta-morphed in Hellbats. Do you have anything you can do about it? Well, you could have units in position or any type of map vision whatsoever, but let's ignore that part.
You know, it does look like my Zerg in the way that there's no creep. Like, I just refuse, and this is kind of what happens most of the time.
Out of principle, right? There's no skill issue there. It's just out of principle, no creep.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's go for battle cruisers after. I mean, the Terran feels like he's more experienced than what he's doing for sure, you know? Like, I don't necessarily think he's like super high level, but he feels like he knows exactly what he wants to do with this game. Like, it's his style.
Yeah, he has a plan. Yeah, and he's sticking with the plan. I like that thought as well.
I feel like this counterattack doesn't seem that bad. There's no tech units from the Zerg. That's definitely so like very noticeable against Mech Terran, right? Like no Vipers or Infestors or anything.
Yeah, and no corrupt. Just Roach Hydra is a very odd composition to fight in general against Mech. It also felt like the mecha wasn't so quick. Like the repair on the planetary was really quite late. Well, that was probably the most important thing, or the only thing that truly mattered in that moment there in the end. So definitely a lot of mistakes, but at the same time, I feel like our Terran had a really good understanding of what he wanted to do, and just having a plan at this type of level often is good to propel you into the higher leagues.
Yeah, I feel like there was a pretty big gap between the players in this game. Like Like if you look at like the first 2 things we saw like a Zerg on 58 supply moving across the map with 2 Roaches and 2 Ravagers, losing the third to 1 Banshee. Already like a 40 supply difference.
Right. That isn't brilliant, but at the same time, we shouldn't forget that the Zerg player was all-inning. And people that all-in usually just have higher MMR because it's easier to execute than to defend often. So it's like one of those things, like the Zerg skills, I don't think are in the macro game. This guy wasn't having a good time. I'm not even sure if he ever teched to Lair before in his life or to Hive. It's like he could just be really good at all inning. Like some people are just so specialized in their skills at this level. And I believe I already know the answer, Mark. I don't need to think anymore.
You know the answer?
Yeah, I know it. I can feel it.
I have no idea. You could tell me this is gold or masters and I'd believe it. Like, I actually don't know.
You'd believe if this was masters.
Yeah. I would actually believe it if you told me this was masters.
All right, in that case, I'd urge you to vote Masters 2, Masters 3. I think that's a good guess for you.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah. I think you'll be surprised by the results, all right? Okay. Did you send in your answer?
Not yet. God, I need 10 more seconds.
Okay, 10 more seconds we have. You even have 15 more if you really want to. But from there on out, it's going to cost you.
This is impossible.
Platinum 1 is what I went for.
All right, I went for diamond 3.
Close. Yeah, I think we're in the same thing. Spin the wheel. Let's figure out what it is.
Wouldn't be surprised if this was like Nathanius or something, you know?
This is
like
not
the Terran.
God, that is rude. That is straight up rude.
Oh no.
What?
Ouch.
I really feel bad for Nate now that you said that. That shouldn't be allowed. I think that is worthy of an apology, Mark. Gold 3.
Hey, you guessed platinum 1 as well.
Okay, but I didn't say, well, this looks like a player that might be GM. It's like, to be fair,
hey, but I said the Terran. Okay, I didn't say the shirt.
That's true. That's messed up, man. That's all I'm saying. It's messed up.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you freaking should be sorry. What's wrong with you? I can't believe how far off you were. This didn't feel like gold 3 at all. I guess I don't know.
No, but I told you, like, the Zerg felt like it was like the Terran really didn't feel like gold 3. The Zerg could have been, I guess, if the Terran played worse, I would have maybe gone lower, you know, like plat or gold, but
yeah, maybe. I didn't feel so bad. It didn't feel so bad to me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. What's round number 4, Hamster Man? That's a wall, huh? That's a wall. Look at that. Yeah. Proxy, Fleet Beacon, Proxy Tempest. Now we're talking. This is a build, Mark.
Yeah, this actually looks more like me now, finally.
Yeah,
it's either me or a hero or a platinum.
Looking at the gas timing and the queen count, I'm gonna go ahead and say closer to platinum than to hero here. It's just,
probably.
The guy's taking his own extractor.
No spores. The wall was very weird as well for the Protoss.
Yeah, but it's a wall nonetheless, though.
I guess kind of.
We're still around though. We haven't built a Tempest yet. We just proxy the Fleet Beacon to get tectonic destabilizers.
I'm glad you know the name of the upgrade, because I wouldn't know.
Yeah, just for this moment. This is when it's important. Okay, we have 2 Tempests being saved up.
Yeah. He's going to try snipe the hatchery. Or all of the hatcheries.
All of the hatcheries at once. Yeah. Just flies in.
I mean, you hear like 5 Tempests with the upgrade. Oh,
yeah, it goes fast. It's
look how fast. Oh my god. The stasis is nice.
Yeah. No! Are you joking?
I like it. That triggered both of us at the same time.
Why?
I was just gonna die instantly, and then he flew away. Oh, he does save it. Okay.
Hey, it was good micro actually. Well,
yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Well,
fine.
It was minimal micro. Let's put it that way. Okay. Getting blink and Colossus range as well.
Yeah, he's building every unit.
Yeah. He's up 60 supply at this point.
Yeah, he's owning. He's destroying. And the thing is that this guy is gonna post to Reddit that the new Tempest is broken because he has this really sick proxy Tempest build that made. I'm not sure if this had anything to do with your proxy Tempest execution here, buddy.
Yeah. I like how the Oracle came from there as well, and the Zerg never checked. Like, imagine we send one Zergling and there's just like 3 Tempests just chilling there.
That's an odd angle for an Oracle to come in from.
Yeah. Also making both Corruptors and Hydras. Oh, that's another really hard one, isn't it?
Honestly, I think these are the hardest because there is some strategy, but it's executed relatively poor. And that's okay, right? That's allowed. But there's still, I feel like I shouldn't underestimate plants, but I also shouldn't overestimate them because then all of a sudden you guess plat 1 and it's gold 3.
Yeah.
Well, let's just rank this kind of. Where do you think it falls out of these 4 replays? It's like number 3, right?
Yeah, like better than the last one. I would say definitely worse than the first 2, right? Which were Diamond and
Is it worse than
Masters,
the bunker guy though?
Well, I would say so. But I can't really pinpoint. Like, for example, like when the Oracle came in and there was just like nothing, like it's just like a million gases and the queens weren't in position, no spores. And then at the same time, there's links running across the map attacking an adept that's in the wall. Like, I don't know. It just, the vibe was a bit lower.
It doesn't feel right. Yeah. It doesn't feel right. Mm-hmm. All right. You actually, you inspired me for this, yes. I know exactly what I want now.
Okay.
Yeah, you inspired me. You said some smart things here.
Yeah, you're welcome. I don't want to get it as wrong as the last one.
Unlike me, my goal is to get them as wrong as possible here. This way I always win.
Grandmaster. And then it's me. It's like, oh.
All right. I send it in. What do you have, buddy?
I did platinum 1.
All right. I went for diamond 3. Just thought it was... You know, I actually was thinking, I think it might just be a little bit better than that first game, but I didn't. Okay. Then at the same time, I was like, but was it really? And the answer is actually no. So once I was inspired, I also was uninspired very quickly again. You know? Okay. And a small burst of motivation there. Let's spin the wheel and let's take us out of our misery here.
I was doubting with you platinum 1 and 2, but...
I would have gone higher, if anything. I really would have.
Let's see. Diamond 3, okay. You had Diamond 3, right?
Yeah, I had Diamond 3. It's really nice to at least get 1 correct. It just feels good in life. I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, we both got 1 correct, actually.
Yeah. I think we can be proud of us. These are, it's important as well to realize when they were very difficult. Now, I'm not sure if they were very difficult, but we struggled. And thus they were very difficult. So I think it's important for us, that even if we might have not performed as well as we would have liked to, those were very, very difficult replays, Mark.
Yeah. If we didn't get the third one so wrong, I would have been a really good round, no? Because we were close on all of them, I think.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
I
always forget
anyway.
Immediately what I guessed and what the result was as well. So it's always a surprise when we hear the score. So Hamster, tell us all about it.
Well, good news first. After 2 seasons of not participating, you actually beat the 2-time champion Loco this season with 12 points instead of 13. And you also, once again, outclassed Harstem, who has 13 points.
Also, okay. Nice.
Well done. Congratulations. Not a bad
score.
How
many points did I get on that round 3? Like 7 or something?
Yes, 7.
You'd have had a sick round otherwise. Good. Holy crap.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, not bad at all. Were you just off by 1 or 2 in all the others, and then you had 1 correct? Yeah.
Yeah. I was off by 1 twice, I think.
Yeah. And I had 1 correct. You were perfectly correct once, off by 1 once, and off by 2 once, and then the disaster round.
Off by 6.
That was a really rough one, though. Like, I'm just thinking about it still. Like, that wasn't easy at all. That was a tough one.
I think I kind of get it, though. I think why the Terran looked good is because he was just too far ahead. I think it's kind of one of those games where the Zerg is dead and the Terran starts dropping everywhere and they look like a god, Like, I feel like the Terran probably played like a gold, but he looked like a diamond because he was so far ahead and he was able to send 20 Hellions everywhere,
This is what Spirit does as well. He kills like 25 orcs in the early game. There's like 35 lips being sieged up at every single base. Like, I can't do anything. I'm down 120 supply.
It's like, man, I'm so sick.
God, my multitasking is insane.
Sends the replay to Loco.
Title, Multitasking God. So like, well, congrats. And thanks as always for participating. Really appreciate your time, your effort. And perhaps we'll see you back for the season finale. You have a score that's kind of on the edge, right, Hamster?
Okay. Well, the cutoff last season was 10. So there is a chance you are on spot number 1. You are the best for now, but you are also the second participant. So a lot of people to come.
All right, we've got ourselves a little Terran versus Terran. quick pull away. There's a tank on the way for the defending Terran, our blue Terran player. It's gonna need some type of high ground vision. Like, you can't do this forever. This seems like a very mediocre play in my mind.